Hello everyone, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Total War Attila in our Eternal Empire series. So we have just kicked the proverbial hornet's nest. We were at peace with the Huns. We paid them 6,000 gold to say, please, please Attila, make peace with us. Just kidding, we're going to attack you when you're not looking. And it actually was a little scary because we had two armies set up here to attack him. This is the site of the battle where Attila was dealt his first blow. You can't kill Attila in one hit. It takes 3 separate kills. This first one didn't even register that I'd done anything bad to him. At least I don't think so. There's usually a notification that pops up when he's on his when he's on his final death. I should say his second to last death. That was correct the first time I said it. So we have dealt him that first blow, and it happened right here. And it was scary because I was sending 2 armies after him, and then he ran across here and then ran just to right here to where I couldn't have crossed another army to back up whichever army I sent after him, because his zone of control included that little crossing that you see here. So yeah, that was scary, but thankfully our archers, he made the stupid decision during that battle to charge in and, you know, just try and finish off some of my troops because my foot soldiers were getting eaten up. But in the meantime, my cavalry were charging in on his troops from the back. Completely unexpectedly. You know, he didn't see them coming. They had been hidden in the trees, and we kind of lulled him into a false sense of security. And so while my cavalry were coming, my archers were able to just basically point at him and cut him down while my cavalry started cutting his forces down from behind. So that was fun, but now we're at war with the Huns. And they are all over the place. So I kind of talked about this in previous episodes. I just want to say really quickly how this is going to work, because there's been some bimodal feedback. You know, by bimodal I mean just you have a large group of people saying one thing and a large group of people saying the other. As far as whether I auto-resolve these battles versus the Huns, I'm not going to auto-resolve any battles involving Attila, as painful as it might be sometimes, especially if I know he's going to kick the crap out of me. Well, if he's going to kick the crap out of me, then I'll auto-resolve it. But any fight we have against Attila, even if it's an overwhelming chance in our favor, I'm going to fight it because it's Attila. But these battles here, I'm going to auto-resolve those. Just because the battle system, I mean, we don't need to fight every single battle against the Huns. I think everyone agrees on that for the most part, because we haven't been fighting every single battle in this series. But also, the battle resolution system is just not trustworthy. Like, you'll have the chance to win overwhelmingly when you auto-resolve, but then when you get on the battlefield, all of a sudden, it's a much closer battle, like the very first time we ever fought them. So that's what we're going to do. I'm going to go ahead and throw some of these armies at the Huns here. They've got a number of stacks that are raiding. And so what I'm going to do, what's the best way to hit them? They've got this army down here that's not reinforced. This army is not being reinforced by anyone. So I can hit this with a single army and chase them off a little bit. But maybe I want to hit these guys first. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So we will have an army come down. No, actually, we're going to have the furthest army back. Come down here to... No. I was thinking right the first time. We're going to have the closest army come down to back up. We're going to bring them all down at once. They're going to fight this together. They're not able to come around this way, unfortunately, because of this river. So this is going to be a little precarious. I'm hoping it lets this army go there, please. Okay, good. There we go. That's good. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and send this one. Well, no. Tell you what, let's take it out even further. I'm going to bring this one down. And now we're going to send this army into attack. Another reason that we're not going to do any auto-resolving, or we're not going to do all of these battles in person, is it would just be crazy. Okay, so that one chickened out. That was expected. Alright, so if I hit this one, how much reinforcement do I have? Pretty much none. So I've got to keep moving these guys forward a bit in order to reinforce. Yeah, they're quickly chickening out. Which is expected. You know, they're spreading out. They were this massive death stack, and now they're not in as good of a position. All right, so what can I do here? Yes, I'm going to go ahead and send this army one-on-one against this one. Yeah, they're going to chicken out too, but one-on-one will be fine, as you can see. So, goodbye. One Hunnic death stack destroyed. Alright, so that's one. Pretty easy. There goes another army. Were you involved in that fight somehow? How did that happen?
Commander.
Okay, and this one... Are you able to hit this guy? No, you're a little too far. Alright, so we're going to send them after this army. Also, the fact that we have a lot of cavalry in these armies is really helping us against the Huns. You saw what happened in the actual battle when I fought it. It's really paid off. We tried to fight them with normal Roman armies, you know, complete with... I think it was... Bye-bye. Sorry, you didn't stand a chance. I think it was with, just standard Roman armies, and even with artillery, we definitely tried to fight them that way, and that didn't really go over well. Alright, so that army leveled up a bit, which is great. And then this army, we've got a few more we need to kill, really. Can any of these armies try? Perfect! Okay, this army can chase that one. That's what I wanted to see. So we've completely annihilated that group of stacks. And hopefully Attila will be back soon. In the shoulder. Brad Pitt style. Goodbye.
Make haste, men.
Okay, this army leveled up as well. Oh, this general leveled up. Okay, that's good. And finally, we have one more army to finish off. Let's use the army that can travel farthest. Oh, you're going to run again. You're going to run again. Alright, hang on. Can this army go any farther? Yes, it can. Alright, so I'm going to get them right up to reinforcement range. Perfect. Alright, so this is definitely going to be a victory in our favor. And done. That is a pretty good start, if I do say so myself, against the Huns. So we killed off Attila's entire stack and all of his buddies, with the exception of this one, which can now do some damage if it wanted to. What I'm going to do is try and get some of these remaining armies into... Let's see, where can these armies go? That one can't go anywhere. I'm going to get you to Domavia. I'm going to spread these armies out a bit. This one really... If I tell you to rapid march... Alright, if I rapid march, it can get to Sirmium. So we're going to send this army to Siscia, closest to this stack. We're going to send this army to Sirmium. And we're just going to leave it at that. And are there any other stacks in the area? Let's take a look around. I don't see any. Alright, this army is backing up. This is the one we were sending in to help this one. This one obviously is recovering, so we're going to have to do some recruiting here. Actually, I can do some recruiting right now to replace some of the lost units. Excellent. So they're going to be back up to full strength next turn. That's awesome. Well, not next turn. It's going to take them a while to replenish, but they're in good shape. That's a good step in the right direction. Let's also see if there's any other units in this... Okay, no, we shouldn't be able to do anything else. Alright, so now we have a lot of money to spend. So things continue to go well. I think what I'm going to do is come back here to the Middle East and make sure that this territory continues to build up, because my entire strategy for episodes and episodes has been to conquer this and use it as kind of a rear economic base, you know, that was really, really far away and protected and in good shape. Alright, so we're going to level up these cities to level 3 cities. We're going to build... Oh, Silk Road Rest House, definitely at Merv. Bring in some additional income. And here we're going to have cattle. To make sure food continues to be good, because climate change has not finished running its course, people. There will be more. I think one more level that we have yet to face. Alright, so now, let's see, this is infertile, so we don't need to do wheat fields. Let's do... How about a... Let's do a sheep flock. A little bit more money that way. And that's everything we can do this turn. Let's make sure that all of our positions are filled. I believe they are. Wait, no they're not. One of our Master of Soldiers positions can be filled. And we have some loyalty issues. Alright, let's use the Emperor to fix that, where possible. Also, the Emperor's wife can help out. We're going to get him fixed. I wonder what's going on there. Our power... Oh, that's why. Our power balance has changed. We're now respectable, which actually reduces loyalty. It's not that being respectable is bad, but again, as I mentioned in a previous episode, when you are not balanced right here in the middle, when your dominion is too high or your control is too high, God forbid both, you're going to be really, really... Like, it's kind of like having too much crown authority in Crusader Kings 2. Your followers don't like it. They're more likely to rebel against you because they perceive you as this dominant ruler that is trying to rule with an iron fist and be a tyrant. Basically, that they see you as a tyrant. So when people don't see you as a tyrant, then you're balanced and you have this maximum loyalty boost, the loyalty +2 that you see in the middle there. The good news is we're not getting a tax penalty anymore, so we're getting slightly more, 1% more income every turn, but across the entire empire. And also an extra integrity boost, which is going to help versus Attila. Well, not help that much, but anyway, let's end the turn. This is the death of all those all those Hunnic generals. We just killed a whole bunch of them, but there will be more. There are more Hunnic stacks. We killed, what was that? 4 stacks just now? 4 or 5? I can't even remember how many we killed. And Attila's stack, so that counts too. We definitely killed 5, considering that. Oh, it's interesting. What's happening here? Since when are we at war with you? Did declaring war on the Huns mean that I'm now at war with the Picts? The Picts actually... Wow, the Picts actually are in control of Neapolis. You guys have come down a long way to take control of what is now modern-day Naples. Good God. That's... Okay, here, let's see what the Huns do. They didn't do anything, which is not surprising. They're withdrawing, because I just... To quote one of my commenters, I just cleaned their clocks. Definitely. Definitely. Right. Up to 40,000 income per turn now, which is fantastic. It's part of the reason I haven't been too concerned about that 5% income thing. Oh, cool. All right. So this guy that we sent our wife out to gain, is she doing this personally? Is she the one blinding or castrating him? That's kind of sadistic. Well, we still want him to be able to see, just maybe not make babies. So castration, +5. Oh, we weren't able to secure the loyalty of everyone else. But it looks like power just returned down to balance, which might, yeah, that solved the problem anyway, because it gives us the higher loyalty boost. That's handy. All right, let me look through and see if we can promote anyone to that Master of Soldier slot. Doesn't look like we can, but the rest of the positions are in pretty good shape. All right, so now we need to do more research. Extra wealth from cultural buildings is tempting, but I'm going to go ahead and do some more military research. I'm going to go ahead and do this. It's only going to take 1 turn. It's going to cost me 25,000 of my money, which is kind of painful. All right, so here's this Hunnic stack here. Yeah, they're in trouble now. They're in big trouble.
To victory! Advance! Wipe them out!
All right, so we're going to chase them down and finish them off too. Oh, they actually have a pretty good chance against us. We're still going to win. Really? How is that possible? That really annoys me when that happens. I think I should still be able to... Yeah, I can get them with this army into Mavia. There we go. And then these guys... they can't go anywhere. So we're going to finish off this stack. Bye-bye. Good night. And so that problem is solved. Meanwhile, this... I'm going to cluster all of my men together again so they don't get caught off guard by a Hunnic resurgence. I'm going to bring these armies together here. And we're going to bring these armies down to Marcianopolis. Actually, this army is going to be outside Marcianopolis. And, oh, I can't fortify them. Crap, I moved them a little bit too far. That's fine. Just need to remember to fortify them next turn so that they don't suffer winter attrition. Now, I don't believe I have room. No. Yeah, I don't have room for other armies. Just double checking. We have this army here in Tremontium. So I'm going to send them up as well. So there's a method to my madness here. You would think I'd be spreading out, you know, just trying to make sure I'm defending all these cities. But again, right now, I am not focused on defending my cities. I am focused on getting Attila to come into my territory. Let's see where he is. He's all the way up there. That's where Attila is right now. I'm focused on getting Attila to come into my territory so I can kick his ass. That is the goal. We've got a little bit more income now. Let's have a look around and see what else we can upgrade. I'm going to try and get all my current cities to level... Ooh. Oh, wow. Lots of a few things I can build here. Or actually, not a lot. That looked like more than... Maybe we can do some building here as well. These are some of the new areas we've populated, so we definitely want to make sure that those are building rapidly. I'm also going to go ahead and upgrade this olive mill to level 4, because that's going to give us a lot of food in this province. A lot of food. Okay, and it looks like I can fully build out this province. We're going to have a farm there. And tell you what, we're going to have a farm there too. Let's have it be a food production province. Why not? Yeah, we're going to... Yeah, all these provinces have been growing in the background while I haven't really been paying much attention to them. So now we're just going to make sure that the food situation is good across the empire. You know, it's funny, I've been playing a campaign with hard building effects that I was using to test the new hard building effects mod, and so I'm probably giving the empire more food than it needs right now, because I'm building these farms as though food is more of a problem than it is. But I mean, a win is a win. Like that, it's a good thing. It'll definitely help to have that portion of the game in good shape to where we don't even have to worry about it. So I might be spending a little bit much, but I think it'll be okay. This army is still sick. That's rough. That needs to change. Let me look through these real quick and make sure that a balance of power. All right, yeah, there's nothing about Attila, so we do need to kill him 2 more times. Twice more. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Oh, wait. Emperor's leveled up. Very good. How old is he now? 37? You need to have a legitimate son. You really do. You've got your daughter, but I really don't want to hand over the keys to the Empire to an illegitimate child. Please don't make me do that. That would suck so much. I mean, it wouldn't, from a gameplay perspective, it would change very little. But from a narrative perspective, the story that we're trying to tell with this, we really got screwed when Septimus Caesar was succumbed to whatever illness, childhood illness that he succumbed to. That was rough. I'm so amused that the Picts are at war with us. They must have been allied with the Huns or something. I just didn't notice when I declared war. Suebians, you are not doing anything right now. Huns, what are you doing? Yeah, I think we sent them packing a little bit. They are back in the woods and they are not coming out. They're way up in the desolate territory where we would be unwise to chase them too far, which is smart because they can survive up there. We can't. There's also a lot of winter attrition up there all times of year because you're getting into, well, the Russian front. You're getting into the Eastern front, so of Europe. So it makes sense that you start running into winter attrition because, you know, a couple of important historical military leaders have had issues there with that front. Alright, so we're going to get these guys into Scythia, suffer a little bit of winter attrition along the way. I do need to make sure that this army is ready. Also, this army. Are you guys healed yet? Yes, you are. Good news. Alright, so you're going to go back into Sicca, where you will regenerate a little faster. Now this army, as soon as they're healed up, I'm probably going to send them to just wipe out this faction, because I'm pretty sure... Yeah, the Kartli only exist here, so I can just completely annihilate them. It would be kind of mean, it would be kind of backstabby, but I don't think they would stand much of a chance. Alright, so now it's time to do some more research. Let's research... let's go for this one. This is going to give us some additional artillery bonuses in about 13 turns. So when we get to more conquering against non-Hunnic forces, our artillery will be even more stronger than they've already been. Alright, so we need to fortify these units that are standing out in the cold.
You there, get to work.
Okay, I'll get to work. Alright, so I think I have... Right, we're going to go ahead and build some more stuff here. Let's go through this territory that I've recolonized and see what else I can build. Yep, need to build waterworks in these new cities. This trade jetty, we'll go ahead and upgrade to a trade wharf. Cattle pens, we should be good food-wise now. I can turn taxes. Yes, I can. Excellent, there's another 1,000 income. That was good. Oh, we need more food here, so we're going to build olive orchards and oh, no, it's not food, it's, we need a better aqueduct in Ptolemais. I wonder how we went so far without noticing that, because I haven't looked at this province in a while, but it definitely has a, sanitation problem. I had to look at the tooltip to remember the word there. What's the term? I forget. We're going to upgrade that aqueduct. We're going to upgrade this statue carver. We're going to upgrade this sacred shrine. Ooh. You know what? No, we're not. Oh, yes, we are. We don't have money to do this anyway. All right, we'll upgrade Apulum for now, and we'll expand Romula. And that is it for that turn. So this is our current... Oh, okay, Attila's coming back down. Okay, next turn. All right, if he's coming back down that direction, I want these armies to be closer. I want them to be in a better striking distance. So we're going to move... Where are you exactly? He's there. He could come to Romula. We're going to move a few armies to Romula. What army can afford to march that far? This one can. Alright, so we got a few armies there. Oh, crap. I can't fortify him. Marched a little bit too far. Alright, we're going to send this one down to Serdica. And then this one... Can I get you? Yes, I can get you down to Serdica without... And I can refortify them, basically. Alright, so they should have regenerated most of the way by next turn. This army, unfortunately, will not, which sucks. I don't like that. We've got a few other armies in the area. Need to send this one down to... This one's already been moved. Oh, yeah, that's right. This one's already been moved this turn. If I rapid march them, can I get them to Sirmium? Yes, I can. I'm going to do that. Right, they'll mostly recover by next turn. And then this army, if I rapid march you... How far can you go? Not far enough. Okay. Alright, Attila is on his way back down. Again, how do I know that? Because the icon for the Huns is right there. This is Thracia. Here, this if you can't, that's right there. He's right there. So let's go ahead and... Okay. Anatolius Fronto has leveled up again. Good for you. Proud of you. Give you a few random skill points because I'm not really paying attention to you. He's just a recruitment supporter down in Alexandria, and right now we're not recruiting. So it's just not something I'm paying much attention to. Alright, the Picts. So we're at war with the Picts, but I don't know that they're necessarily going to try anything right now. And if they did, they would really regret it, because the Celtic factions do not stand much of a chance against fully reformed Roman armies. I've played campaigns with these mods a couple of times. And even if you had a fully built army from the Vadilla game, without mods, if the army was built up, the Celtic tribes, you know, these kingdoms up there, at this point in history, they were strong, but if you imagine a scenario where the Roman army had been reformed and was strong again, it's not a pretty situation for the tribes up there. For the Celtic and the Saxon and the Geats and the Jutes and all of those tribes up there. So I say to the Picts, bring it on. Like, if you want to be at war with me and you want to try and fight me, it's your funeral. Alright, so that army in Romula, as expected. After a little winter attrition, we're going to fortify them now. Huns, where are you? Alright, it seems... Ooh. Oh, that's not good. That's not good. He moved way over here. We still have armies in the area, thankfully. But he might be trying to come after some of my territory over here, which is unexpected. I don't know that he knows I have territory over here, and I don't want him to know I have territory over here. Let's go ahead and upgrade this pewter artisan. Here I am saying he might be coming after this territory, and the first territory I spend money on is up here. That might not be the brightest decision. Let's upgrade. Ooh, sweet. This general now has Vir Illustris. He's 57, so we should have him for a while longer. That's good. That's a nice, powerful general. Alright, so the Huns have chickened out. They were toying with coming back down here, but then they were like, oh no, just kidding. We're not going to do that. And they're now heading this direction. So it still looks a little risky here. Oh, okay, I can go ahead and rebuild that city. That's good. Let's go ahead and build... What entertainment facilities do I have for you guys over here? Let's go ahead and upgrade that. Upgrade that. I feel like I've already built an arena or two. I like to actually put some thought into my buildings. Someone pointed this out recently, and I appreciated it a lot. So I've got this auditorium here. I guess I will go ahead and make this an amphitheater in Spahan, and then next door in Stalker, I will build a great theater. So just have some variety of buildings there. And what else can we do? Let's go ahead and upgrade that, because that's going to give us a little bit more food. More food is a good thing. Food is good. Let's go ahead and... Ooh, definitely latrines here, so we get that growth bonus. Same here. Latrines there, growth bonus. Thessalonica, don't have enough money for the skirmish engineering just yet, so what we'll do instead is spend some money on Romula. Or do we need to really put some... No, I'll go ahead and upgrade the city. Alright, let's end the turn. Wait. Is there someone that can go in that slot now, maybe, since I had all those military victories? Yes, okay. Perfect. That's a military count, so I'm promoting someone to get up to the Master of Soldiers spot. But I will hopefully be able to fill that military count spot with one of the newer generals in the next turn. I like having all of those ranks filled. Those of you who have been around since Crown of Charlemagne might remember how much it threw me the heck off when right away in Crown of Charlemagne you could just give the highest office to anyone you wanted. You didn't have to build them up through the ranks. It makes so much more sense to me that someone has to have the lowest office and then be moved up. But it's just different in Age of Charlemagne, in the Age of Charlemagne DLC, the series which are called Crown of Charlemagne. It's just different. Huns, you're taking a long time, which makes me really nervous. What are you doing? What are you doing? Okay, there's Attila, and he just attacked that city again, so he's actually very near one of my armies. So Attila moved quickly. He was like way to the west over here, and he's now come to the other side of the... Oh my gosh, which body of water is this? Not the Baltic, is it? Oh my gosh, my brain just failed. It's late at night. Black Sea? Black Sea, I think. Yeah, Black Sea. The African separatists have been destroyed. Didn't even know the African separatists were an issue right now. Vendonius Blandius Canis. Ooh. So you'd be pretty influential if I gave you that. I'll give you my blessing, sure. Why not? Gotta be nice to these people. You guys really need to have another kid. Soon. Like, I know you're getting up there, but you need to have another kid. Don't dilly-dally on me, please. All right, let's re-promote the Commander-in-Chief. I do not want to give the Roman Empire to a bastard son. It just makes me so angry. One thing I could do is I could adopt one of my best generals. And I would much rather do that. I know that sounds strange, but I'd rather pull, like, a Marcus Aurelius and appoint Maximus, you know, than appoint my bastard son, Commodus. Commodus wasn't literally a bastard, but point being, you know, that this was a character you didn't want on the throne. So I might end up adopting one of my main generals, one of my really good generals, into the family in order to carry on the legacy. So we'll look at that maybe this turn. Actually, you know what? I just realized we're at the 27-minute mark, so I am going to go ahead and cut this episode here. And in the next episode, we're going to have to pay close attention to what Attila does, because if he's over there, he could try and march down into my territory here and be pretty much unchallenged. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this army to Duin. And can we recruit here? No, we can't. Of course we can't. All right, so the fact that he's got some men there is bad news bears. I'm going to get these guys in rapid march, and please say they can reach... Okay, they can't reach Sinop, but they can reach Ankara, which is good enough for me. I'm going to leave this army in Marcianopolis just to be safe. But Attila has definitely pulled a bit of a hoodwink move on us, so we're going to have to keep an eye on him and see if he tries to charge further down. I've got an army in position, so we saw what happened last time he tried to fight one of my armies. I am glad to send another army after him. But this one has a different composition. I would need to use this one, preferably. So I would need to get them in position. Oh, hey, I can upgrade them. That's good. So we're going to work on that in the next episode of Eternal Empire. Thanks very much for watching. If you enjoyed the episode, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I upload new episodes in Eternal Empire every day at noon Eastern Daylight Time, which is GMT-4 for those of you not in the States. And if Eternal Empire is over when you're watching this, it'll be something else in kind of a grand strategy or historical strategy, mostly historical strategy type of vibe in the noon slot. So there might be something else going at this point if Eternal Empire has already run its course. But again, thanks very much for watching. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in a bit.